Hi, welcome back to Summer Game Fest 2026. I am here with one of the developers from Turbo Button. Would you please introduce yourself and your game?
Yeah, I'm Nic Vasconcellos. I am a co-director at Turbo Button, and our game is called Slap Out of It. It's a slap and solve adventure game that's like part puzzle game, part comedy sandbox.
Nick, we're excited to play this new Slap and Solve, but there's a little bit of confusion about Slap Out of It. There's a lot of people who are just saying, hey, isn't this just Floor Plan 2, but like a mouse and keyboard version? Is that the case?
Not quite. So, Floor Plan 2 is a game that we made. It was a VR game, but Slap Out of It is more of an adaptation of that game into non-VR platforms. So there is a bunch of new content, a bunch of new things to see. There are some things that are going to be like completely changed about this version of the game, and also like in Floor Plan 2, slapping was not really even a mechanic. So it really changes how you play the game moment to moment in this one.
Okay, yeah, like in Floor Plan 2, like as I understand, you kind of just had like one place you could be in, right? And you could like grab things. Can you like move around in Slap Out of It?
Yeah. So Floor Plan 2 was like a discrete teleport system. You could only go to certain spots in the world, and those were kind of your stations that you could interact with.
Right.
In Slap Out of It, we've opened up all the environments to move around fully in first person. So there are places that you could never go before. There's a bunch of new jokes and hidden secrets and all kinds of stuff that we've just been cramming into these environments to really make it feel full and give you a whole new experience with the game.
Cool. So like, is the campaign the same? Is it different?
The campaign is still broken up into like multiple, we call them elevators, but they're like different towers of a building. You use an elevator to go between different floors and solve puzzles. There will be some changes to that campaign. There are a lot of similarities, no doubt.
Okay.
But some of the areas from Floor Plan 2 are being completely reworked.
Really?
So when we started on this journey of bringing it to non-VR platforms, we initially were thinking like, oh, this will just be a port. We want to get it into other people's hands.
Sure.
And we spent a little bit of time doing that, and we quickly found out that it just didn't quite work, honestly. Just straight up porting was not great, but there was like a nugget of something that felt good, and that was the slapping that we added.
Okay.
And so we decided to chase that, and we discovered that like we really needed to do the game justice and to really make it as fun as possible to play. We needed to build it from the ground up to be native to these platforms, and that's what we've done. We spent a lot more time on this than we thought we would, and on it, I don't regret it because it's a much better game than it ever could have been.
That's great. I can feel your enthusiasm and love for this game. So, are there any like new puzzles that we can expect? Can you give us a little taster about maybe some puzzles you're really excited about?
So there will definitely be a lot of new puzzles, because there are puzzles that like just straight up didn't work from Floor Plan 2 that we needed to change, and as soon as we pulled those out, we kind of had to change a bunch of other things around it so that it all makes sense together.
Yeah.
It's a very precarious situation. I don't really want to give away any like specific puzzles necessarily, but I will say that being able to freely move around in the world has given us really just taken the leash off in terms of like how much silly little shit we can do with the world. We've really been able to show the world just how weird we can get with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was gleaning some of that, like, I mean, natural slapstick comedy that comes from, like, a slap and solve. Like, when we were in the elevator and we went to the bathroom and you're just like, hey, check this out, slap that picture. And we were slapping the picture and it rotates it 90 degrees. And so when you open the elevator again, the room is flipped upside down. And also, like, just an elevator, like, straight to a bathroom is, like, weird. I kind of want that in my house.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, too, right, is that, like, all the floors in these buildings, like, every section of the game sort of has its quirk like that. So, like, the first level revolves, no pun intended, a lot around the bathroom, which you can rotate. And like in doing so, like if you rotate it in one direction, there's a window that lets you see down into the first floor, right? Or if you rotate in the other, you can see up into the other one. And so it's really kind of creating this like spatial awareness that you have to do mentally to kind of like figure out how all these floors and characters interconnect.
Nick, when can we expect this game to come out, and what platforms can we expect it to be out on?
Yeah, so Slap Out of It will be on PC and console in 2027.
Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for letting us play the game. Pretend like you're going to buy the game and wishlist it now on Steam.